What's up, guys? My name is Ryan Patrick. I'm the host of New Joke City. We're here in the Big Apple looking for the next big up-and-coming comedian and watching what their process is from taking material from the streets and perfecting it, bringing it to the stage. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook and keep an eye out for our YouTube page.
All right, sorry guys, we have to cut this thing short because we have people ruining the show. I'm sorry guys, thank you. Sorry, bye. Fake out. We did the old fake out.
That was really good for like 90% of it.
I know.
I know. You just kind of face planted right at the finish line.
I know. Guys, what's going on? Welcome to New Joke City. I am your host, Ryan Patrick, and we are in the beautiful, beautiful Central Park in New York City. Today, we actually have the very funny Laz Vic, from straight out of New Jersey. You'll see him in New York and New Jersey. Laz! Oh my God! What's going on, brother?
How are you?
What's going on?
Like I said, just running into you.
I know. And
amazing.
Thankfully, it wasn't staged or anything.
It wasn't. What a beautiful day for New Joke comedy.
This is, so what's nice is, you know, being outside. I feel like after all of last year, there was a lot of outdoor shows. How's it feel to like finally be back in the scene? Clubs are opening back up, you know. We're actually able to perform inside. Feels good?
Well, you know, throughout the pandemic, I became what I refer to myself as a streamedian. And so I sat home and I did a ton of Zoom shows. I even had a long distance relationship with a girl over Zoom.
No way.
Yeah, I caught her cheating with me with another box, so that ended quickly.
Oh my God.
But it was an interesting dynamic being in the house, doing comedy, going crazy. I'm used to being in front of drunk people.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And I mean, you were probably still being in front of drunk people. It's just they were at home.
It was just me and the cat at home. So,
yeah, really.
You know, the cat doesn't drink, but I do, so it was interesting seeing those months indoors, definitely.
All right, so you became a streamedian, right? Did I say that right?
I coined that phrase, by the way.
I love it.
It's okay.
It's all good.
This is a dynamic.
This is great.
She's cute. So, yeah, so I became a streamedian.
So wait, so before you became a streamedian, this is like, I gotta dive into that. But so how long have you been doing comedy for?
I've been doing comedy since the year 2000.
Really?
What year are we in now? 2021.
2021.
21 years.
That's...
I've been doing comedy. I did it full time for like 5 years. Let's be honest. And comedian time is like dog time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I did it full time for 5 years. But throughout my pretty much 21 years, I've been doing improv, sketch, you name it. But so stand-up is my love.
Everything.
I've done it all. I've done lights. I've sold tickets.
For those 5 years where stand-up was your full time, I mean, how was that? Because that's got to be
It's a tough gig, man. It's not an easy gig. So you have to figure out where you're going to get the rent, and you're getting paid to talk. And so art is subjective, right?
Yeah.
So some people are going to find you hilarious. Other people are going to hate you.
Were you in New York City, or were you...
I started here in New York City. My home club was the New York Comedy Club on 23rd and 3rd.
Yeah.
I used to be there every Sunday. And then, shout out to them. And then the Broadway Comedy Club. I spent many years there. I spent many years at the Laugh Factory in Times Square.
Oh, wow.
Many years at the Boston Comedy Club.
Wow.
Downtown. Not in Boston, but downtown. And so I honed my chops here in the city, and I love this city because it's the hardest place to do comedy because you have people from all over the world that come here.
So you hit every demographic.
Want to be entertained, so you have to hit them all. The Times Square Comedy Club in Times Square. I would do 10 sets a night down there in that basement. It was like a labyrinth of rooms and tourists being flooded in, and you just jump from room to room. Shout out to my boy Kenny Ortega, who we lost. So big shout out to him. He's always on my mind. So yeah, this whole year has really changed not only comedy but myself.
You know, how often were you writing? You know, what was the work ethic like for somebody that was a comedian full time? I feel like that's what all of us kind of really, we want to get to that level, but it's so much work to get there. What was it like?
You know, I love the process of comedy. I'm always writing. Right now I'm writing. I'm constantly trying to come up with ideas and show the world through my point of view, and not necessarily to preach or to educate people. I'm just here to entertain people. The writing process is just everyday life. My family, my experiences, my relationships, my friends, Earth.
Yeah,
Right?
seriously.
That's what I write about, and I love writing. I'm a writer, and I just love seeing someone cackle. You ever see someone cackle? It comes from the stomach.
Oh, deep.
It's a deep-seated laugh.
From the bowels.
And so if I can make somebody cackle, I go home happy, like I'm full. I got a full meal.
Because you mentioned, your family, did they push you to get into stand-up? Did they?
Oh, my dad disowned me for like a year.
Really?
He's like,
Before you were full-time? Like when you just did it as
before
a
I was
hobby?
full-time, when I was in college, I wanted to do comedy, and I was an actor, and I wanted to study in Europe, in England.
Really?
And I'm a classically trained Shakespearean actor, by the way.
What?
I studied at Regent's College in London, England, with the Royal Shakespeare Company. So I love Shakespeare. Being a Latino, right, coming from where I came from, not a lot of Latinos did Shakespeare, right? So
I feel like not many people in general did Shakespeare.
for 2 years, I studied Shakespeare, and I loved it.
Wow.
And so comedy comes from the root of theater, and so I had to study the root first, and then because I don't, I'm a chicken shit. That's it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a chicken, I studied theater first, and so I could be in the safety around other actors, and then finally I graduated one day to comedy. And Jackie Gleason and Freddie Prinze Sr. are two of my big influences in comedy.
Really? Because he died pretty young too, right?
Freddie Prinze died at 22 years old. He was a New York City comedian. Oh yes, please fix your wheels. That's important. Gotta, are they Are they inflated enough?
Yeah, we're good.
Is that a word? Are they inflating them?
Yeah, I think so.
Freddie Prinze was a New York City comedian, and he was 22 years old when he took his own life. And he had a hit show on NBC called Chico and the Man. And he was an incredible stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
And so I started studying Freddie as an actor. I got hired for a show called Great Comedians of Color, and they said, "Hey, we want you to play Freddie Prinze." Of course, because I'm the Latino, so So I didn't know who he was, because they don't play Chico and the Men in syndication like they do Sanford and Son, like they do all these other great '70s shows. And yet, it's a top 5 show of the decade. So I studied him and I played him, and through him, I became my own comedian. That makes sense.
You really think acting helped you a lot?
Absolutely. It gave me the foundation to what is my voice in stand-up comedy. And I'm still searching and finding my voice.
That's the biggest thing, too.
Right?
Finding your voice.
That was the foundation, is acting for me, is getting in front of a crowd. So the difference between acting and comedy is a fourth wall. Right? So in acting, you have something called an invisible fourth wall, where you don't know that the audience is there, you don't acknowledge them, you do the play, you act. In stand-up comedy, there's no fourth wall.
Yeah, you're getting in there. You're in the trenches.
I kind of want to meld theater and stand-up, and I kind of give my performance as kind of a blend of both.
That's great. I mean, that's huge advice for all the new comedians out there. Do you think your current skill set helped you become a stromedian? Was it different having a literal fourth wall in front of you with that computer screen?
Well, what it helped, because after doing comedy for so long, people would ask me, they would say, is it hard sitting down and doing a Zoom show? No, absolutely not, because I was used to no one laughing at the beginning of my career anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was like, I went right back to my roots again, being in front of clubs at open mics with no one or just comics there that won't laugh at any of your jokes, and working it out. And so through the year, I ended up creating 2 online streams, and I'm new to live streaming, so I didn't know anything about it, but I'm also a maniac. So I studied everything I possibly could throughout the whole year, and I created 2 shows, and I've streamed over 100 episodes in a year.
Oh my gosh. So is the work ethic to be a stromedian similar to being, the work ethic as a real comedian? 100 episodes a year, that's a lot.
Yes, I would do 3 episodes per week, 2 hours at a time.
Wow.
And just to learn everything I could. And so now I parlayed that into a business. So now I started my own business, and I help other people live stream. So it's a totally different animal from comedy. right? It's removed, but still I got to perform with my friends, and I got to interview great comedians. I interviewed Al Martin from the New York Comedy Club, the owner, about his book. I interviewed Eddie Brill, Letterman's right-hand man. I got to interview Victor Cruz, an actor. I got to interview many people. And I learned a ton about live streaming, but it's not comedy. Comedy is like
different. It's a different
comedy
beast.
is my love. It's like my bitch. I
Yeah.
love her, and so I keep going back to her. So it feels great to finally be able to get back on stage in front of a crowd. My advice for a new stand-up comedian is you have to create your bag of tricks, right? And one of those tricks in your bag is improv. So if you have someone, heckling you have to be ready. If a plate drops and breaks, you have to acknowledge everything that happens in the room. It's your job to kind of, maybe you don't have to say every time, but it's your job to know and observe the entire room and know what's going on at all times and think on your feet.
Address it.
If a bit is not working, you got to change. You got to switch and kind of be like water.
Yeah, exactly. I know exactly what you mean. You got like a 5-10 year goal for comedy, and you can't even say with you. I feel like I can't even say stand up. I have to say comedy because you're all over the place.
I am all over the place.
You have so many different avenues.
I would say I have OCD, but I have CDO. I have to have them in order.
Oh my God.
So I used to have a 5-year plan, and then a 10-year plan, and then a 15-year plan. You quickly realize that in this business, there is no plan. You go from one show to the next. You're only good as your last show. You're constantly proving yourself over and over. And so the goal was to create a perfect piece of comedy on stage, like a song. It's like a piece of music, like Beethoven. He perfected it. Not that I'm the Beethoven of comedy, but I'm just saying I want to perfect my art. The beautiful thing is there's other people out there that come and watch comedy. That sit and listen and that enjoy it, So I wouldn't stress about full-time, part-time, what level you're, it's focus on the funny.
Exactly. How much of the funny is your voice? You mentioned it earlier, you're still trying to just find your voice. Do you feel like crowds know when you're being honest on stage, or can they sense?
Oh yeah, crowds will know. They can sniff it out. They know if you're nervous. They can sniff it out. So, and of course, I get nervous before every show to this day. But that's part of the fun, right? Having those nerves and then using those nerves when you hit the stage. And so, if you convey honesty, not just confidence, but honesty with your audience at that night, and it could be, it could be an audience that has a political affiliation that you don't even agree on. But you got hired and you have to entertain. And so you find what we have in common with each other as human beings, right? Not political or color or race. You are finding the human condition and you're breaking it down. And what can we all connect to? Right? So that's that's my job, is to try to find a connection with my audience.
And that's what it's all about. All right, well, Laz, look, we just talked about, I feel like, everything. You dropped tons of advice. It was beautiful. Let's go see if we can do it in person.
All right.
In the park.
Are we busking?
Oh, we're busking hard right now.
I didn't even know what that word meant until Dance Monkey.
I actually had to look that up. Somebody told me that.
I thought I was in some sort of porn that you guys were hiring me.
Like, I live in a house with my wife and my kid, and I realize I'm the first line of defense. So if somebody breaks in, I gotta do whatever it takes to protect my wife. Half of my brain is like, you gotta do whatever it takes to protect your wife. The other half of my brain is like, you're a lot faster than your wife. Way faster. And I'm pretty sure I'm faster than my 1-year-old, It's interesting. It's interesting stuff. But it's so good to be here. And guys, real quick round of applause for Rick Fury, by the way. I didn't take a spot. We made a contract. We get the stage, and exactly, he plays the drums whenever I bomb. So I'm surprised he's not playing it a lot more. But let's bring up somebody that's way funnier than me. He's been doing comedy in New Jersey and in New York, doing it for a long time. Guys, give a big round of applause for the very funny Laz Vic.
Keep it going for the amazing Ryan comedian. Keep it going. Holy cow. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I come with my own band. Thank you. Yes! Yes!
The switch.
We travel all what? Oh, is it on now? Okay, we'll try that again. Ladies and gentlemen, I travel with my own band. Please give it up for Rick Fiore and Laz Vic, musical geniuses. Yes, it's a party. Yeah, come on. Come on now. Let me feel it. Yes. Can you feel that energy? I feel it. Yes, I do. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I came tonight. I'm actually not a comedian, guys. I am a traveler from the future. Actually from the past. There's my future self right there. I hope I don't get shit on by the pigeons. This is an awesome place to do comedy. Isn't that nice? Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate that. Do you have like a 70s beat? Like a 70s porno beat? Yes. Give me that. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I can see you guys. Yeah. He knows his 70s porn, doesn't he? Wow, that's amazing. My name is Laz Vic. I live in two worlds, honestly, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Laz Vic, and then I have a Spanish name, Lázaro Viciedo. Lázaro Viciedo is very like the protector of all species and women, Lázaro Viciedo. But then it's Laz Vic. It's the English world. I live in the English and the Spanish world. I come from New Jersey. New Jersey is one of the only states you don't have to pump your own gas. The government literally does not trust us with flammable liquids. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I'll let you in on something. I am a single father. One person. Thank you. Oh, one person for bestowing applause towards me. Everyone else was delayed. You were right there with me, my friend. Was it you? The guy that yelled out earlier? Thank you. Thank you. This is an interactive show. Feel free to yell at any time, sir.
I am a single father. Give it up to the parents in the audience. Thank you. I am a single father. I am raising one cat. Yeah. I call him El Gato. And that's the name, yeah, you're nodding. That's the name he came with. He came with El Gato. When I adopted him, all the other cats had regular names, Fluffy, Furball. He had El Gato. And when I adopted him, they're like, oh, you're taking El Gato? El Gato's getting adopted.
I am a single father, ladies and gentlemen. You talk really hard. I am raising one cat. I call him El Gato. I didn't give him this name. He came with this name. I thought I'd be a good person and adopt an animal. You know, and I went and all the other cats had regular names. Fluffy, Furball, Winston. Mine was El Gato. El Gato. And I didn't know, I just chose him. You know, he was cute and orange and sleeping. And I chose him, and everybody else, he chose El Gato, he chose El Gato. Oh my God, he chose El Gato. By this point, I was already in. I could not pull back. So I'll change his name to El Gato. You know, and I was signing that paperwork, and all of a sudden the pencil got real dark. And the lady just looked at me. And she goes, you must remember one thing. Do not rename El Gato. That is his name. Forever and always. I was like, what kind of store is this? It's a cat! For some reason, he has the name of a Latin American drug lord. El Gato. So I took El Gato home. Took him with me and everything was cool for the first couple days. Everything was fine with El Gato. If you guys don't know, cats are jerks. They're jerks. You go on vacation. If you have a dog, you go on vacation. You come back, what happens? The dog's happy. The dog's happy to see you. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I went out for 2 days, came home, the cat changed locks. He changed the locks. How did he find the locksmith? I don't know. And this cat is so lazy, he doesn't fully meow. He does not fully meow. For the first 2 weeks, I thought the cat was sick. I was following the cat. What's wrong? Are you okay, dog? No, that's the sound that he makes. And this cat wakes me up 5 minutes before my alarm goes off every morning. I can change the alarm, and he will still wake me up 5 minutes before my alarm goes off. And he'll do this by simply sliding the most important stuff I have in my life off of the dresser. How did he get the microwave on my dresser? So I had to lock him out. I locked the cat out of my room. It only took him 3 days to learn how to knock. 3 days. I live alone, man. I thought someone broke into the house. And I found out one day why they called him a dog. I was trying to change his litter box, and he caught me and he attacked me for changing his litter box. He came out. What are you doing with my stuff, man? What are you doing? This is what's been going on this whole time. Don't touch my stuff, man. I ain't gonna knock him.
He just pushes it off. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Cuban and Puerto Rican. Boricuba. My mother's Puerto Rican. My father is Cuban. My mother, being a Puerto Rican mother, is like, she was like a drug dealer, but with food. She pushes food on you. You want to eat something? No, Ma, I'm fine. You want to eat something? No, I'm fine. I don't want. You sure you want to eat something? I got chicken, I got rice. How do you have chicken hanging from your bata? How is that possible? My father was Cuban, and he was very strict. My father, it was like growing up with chubby Scarface, you know? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you eating my Capitan Crunch for, huh? Eat your fucking cuckoo poofs. Leave my Capitan alone. But Dad, I'm hungry. In Cuba, we didn't have food. We used to hunt turtles for food. Turtles are much faster in Cuba. What are you talking about? He always exaggerated how his life was so much tougher in Cuba as opposed to me. And my dad, he was proud to be American. He wanted to be an American citizen, but he would always get American expressions wrong. He would say, if we do it this way, I can kill one rock with 2 birds. You can lead a horse to water, but don't cry if he drowns. That's just the tip of the ice cream. Instead of don't cry over spilled milk, he say, if you spill that beer, you're gonna cry. Thank you guys, this is like therapy, I can't afford it. So that's why I come here. Like we're not doing anything special, thank you. Yeah. We're not doing anything special. Me and Floyd, we hang out. Me and Fiore, we're always hanging out. You can find us up by the A train, by the way. I'm already getting the light, I'm outside, what the? How is that possible? I'm the only comedian on the bill. Guys, I'm gonna leave you with a thought from my father, my Cuban father. My Cuban father, I remember when he gave me the sex talk. He woke me up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So wake up, I have to talk to you, it's important. He goes, how old are you now? 15, 16? I'm 8, Dad. Muchacho, how time flies. Son, I think it's time you learn about the birds and the peas. You see, son, when you see a pretty girl, you're gonna get excited. And all the blood from your head is gonna rush down into your pants, making your brain unusable. Always remember, son, to wear a conde. Wear a conde. I'm 8. I don't know what a conde is. I said, Dad, what is a conde? He said, a conde is a piece of rubber to stop you from ruining my life. Thank you very much. My name is Laz Vic. We are the Conde Extraordinaires.
Laz Vic, everybody! With the help of Rick Fiore. One more time, guys, thank you so much for listening to this impromptu set. We are New Joke City. I am your host, Ryan Patrick. Thank you once again. Everybody have a great day, and hopefully we'll see you soon.